This is Go Chat with Mac, the People's Podcast.
Guess what I did today? Those are the words I said to you. It was last May, don't know the exact day. In my hand there was a ring. Then you told me that you love me more than anything in your life. So I ask you, would you do me the honor of being my wife? I would be your man, your protector, your best friend. Till my humble life is ended and time begins again. So couldn't we be happily ever after? We can be strong together for so long. Our love will grow so strong, happily ever after. We can be strong together for so long. You don't have to look no further than me. You don't need much more than my loving to keep you happy. 'Cause beneath the sign of God, I will make these vows to you. So come on, baby, I'll be right here. Stay with me. Couldn't we be happily ever after? 'Cause we should be strong together for so long.
Fuck you go for? Fuck that nigga get it up. That's good. What's going on, man? Let this stuff up here. Now, DJ John, let's see.
Boy, you know you fill me with so much joy. You give whatever it is I need. My life can't stay home, never leave. So bad that you fell in love with me. Good see me without you,
This is Go Chat with Mac, the People's Podcast.
Damn! Welcome to Go Chat with Mac, the People's Podcast. My name is Mac. First off, I want to start off by saying her name is Rosanna Macmillan. My wife's name is Constance Richardson Macmillan. And our anniversary date, the day we got married, was November 18th, 2011. Get me on the phone with you.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? My name is Kevin Jones. I am married, blessed enough to be married.
Amen.
The former Talia King, but I had to go and change that, Mac. I had to go and change it to Talia Jones.
Amen.
Yeah.
Alright, my name is Austin Rogers. I'm happily married to Shamika Gilchrist Rogers. Y'all know her as Marcella Rogers. CEO of Extravagant Events. Our anniversary date is June 29th, 2019.
My name is Dominique Charles, married to Angelica Atkins Charles now. I've been married now for 7 years.
But I as deep as hell.
Woo!
Like 108 people. They got that. You
Solid. They solid.
I know now you should be outside the now you should be outside the motherfucking
Don't do it. Hey, but married to Angelica Charles, wonderful wife, man, wonderful wife. And we've been married now for 7 years, been together for 17 long years. Yeah, so blessed.
What's so special about this episode right is not only is the host mad, not only is the guest mad, the cameraman is mad, but DJ, stay to the motherfucking business.
Jody Brown, DJ Don status. We're married to the lovely Jessica Drone Brown. The 29th of this month, actually make it 5 years. We've been together a little over 18.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, so check this out, right? Tell you the most beautiful shit. The most beautiful shit in the world, right? It was February 2019. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife went on a date for Valentine's Day. We went to go see y'all know who motherfucking is. Motherfucking Uncle Charlie Wilson.
Uh-oh.
So you know at the time like about 35. Well, we go chill with the old players tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Charlie.
Yeah, so we go to the show. I got on my, and we're going crazy. Motherfuckers look at shit like that. Think this trip. This is not no fucking trip.
Right.
Hey, Austin. Now we walked in that motherfucking show. When I say the players was in there with their ladies. Drip down motherfucking goddamn the banana yellow motherfucking pants. With the motherfucking coat with the top hat.
Yeah.
With a rose for his motherfucking lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they taking pictures like at the picture booth, old 60-year-old taking a picture like this. The players standing behind her like that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, that to me, man, like it was a great time, man. Like, you know, I was seeing everybody. But seeing all them black folks, man, 60-year-old, 70-year-old, just life with their ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can imagine the shit they done been through. But at the end of that show, they walking out, holding their hands together, they kissing their ladies on the mouth. You know, old players smacking their ass, take on my ass, boy, the motherfucker got old fat ass, too. I'm sorry, baby. She was like 60, you know, with a grandma ass.
They enjoying
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they enjoying themselves. And that's what I want us to be.
Right.
I want us to be, you know what I'm saying, them same moments that our elders enjoy. Like when they can go to a party, they ain't got to worry about no youngest fighting. They enjoy the time of their life and the moments that they made. That's what I want us to be. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a shot for now being young, black, married husbands to 30 years from now. Being old black and married husbands. So take a drink, whatever you drink.
Man, K-State been drinking since, damn, about 2 hours ago, man.
Shout out to K-State, man.
And then they trying to act like he was saying. That's the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know that now. This week, you know, I done found the ladies night. I'm gonna shout y'all a lot, man. Ever since y'all came up this motherfucker, I been throwing up every night. You know what I'm saying? So what you get done, what you gonna do, bro?
Right, don't get some of the later.
Okay, yeah, my people don't want to get that. They're drinking on the job. My God, that's why we connected right here. Alright, level all boys ready, man. So, you know, in our face, we looking good, make this shit look good. You know what I'm saying? One thing about marriage is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's a lifelong roller coaster.
Yeah.
But as long as the high outweigh the low, we can always be blessed to be in the luxury without beautiful bodies.
That's right.
We got down toast to the shoe.
Blessed to
all
you.
black and married.
That's right.
Salute y'all. Ooh, that mother got that kick down. That ain't no damn water.
Let me get that crack. Yes, sir.
That ain't no damn water.
Yeah.
Alright. I can participate in this episode with others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? This how crazy how all this shit gonna make. You know what I'm saying? I was 16, 17 when I first got introduced to concerts. You know what I'm saying? By way of my cousin with us, you know what I'm saying? and she was older, she'll have a car, whatever, you know. I had a crush on her. You know, I was in the Cougars back then. Before the term, it's official. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my mom, we just made it right in the mother now on Saturday morning, she couldn't do it.
All day long.
Man, they don't make it a style. You go on the D's and my mom won't do that. My mom was in the damn kitchen and we ride. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always want to get with a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? She always look at me like, son, go ahead. You ain't got no money. They don't with your own. What can you offer me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, years down the line, and so many years, I can't even count, like 12, maybe 12 years. I'm in Afghanistan with her. And I'm on Facebook and I see her. So I send her a friend request, she accepted. So I'm getting ready to come back home and have a cookout, a work at home cookout in Shacks. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, Touch, you want to come to the cookout? You know what I'm saying? I thought, you know, like, you remember who I am. You know, I look good now, I got some money now. Money don't like I racking up, you know what I'm saying? So come back home with her, I had the cookout. She was actually going to Raleigh to meet another nigga. Yeah, I'm telling the truth. But then about you go chat with Mac, you gonna tell the truth, baby. You know what I'm saying? She was going to Raleigh to see another nigga, right? So she said she get up there, she in traffic and shit. You know what I'm saying? She was like, damn, no. Somebody tried to sell her some bullshit, you know. So let's go down here and see what the goat talking about.
There you go.
Anytime, yeah.
There you go.
I came back home, nigga, I got money. So I had to wage a boo of five. No shit about to come out again this year. I had no shit. Nobody come back see the goat, you know what I'm saying? Chop it down, chop it up, you know, we got top of that talk. I play the talk. Yeah. That don't end up exchanging numbers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She tried to play me off with girls, but one thing about me, I'm always keep it playing. Right. I ain't gonna press nothing. I ain't big full pressing to play basketball. Take it easy. You'll catch the vibe. Yeah. That's that one night, I'm in the club, right? We was in Raleigh with me and my nigga Chris Austin and somebody else. And they were doing that bitch, they were playing. I said, I'm married to the game. I even got a wedding ring. No, I'm doing all right. I'm in my throwing money. I said, yes. I get a text. Oh, you really in the club? At the time, that motherfucker was there. Yeah, I'm in the club, baby. Do you want me to leave? You know what I'm saying? Then before we even go to that,
She already on.
do you want me to leave? No, you good. So now we done bumped up the back. You know what I'm saying? Cause now like the shorty that I wanted from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, she kind of tried to play me to the death at first. Now she said I was powder. I was just keep it honest. I had a red do a baton shade. You know what I'm saying? So boom, after that, we get back up. You know what I'm saying? And my birthday passed. She wanted to take me out for my birthday. Take me out for my birthday, give me a little dinner. We go back to the hotel room, and you know, first time I was excited. This my love. I'm a real nigga. First time I was excited. Little mother like, whoop. Damn! About a minute and a half, too. You know what I'm saying? She could have ran away, said that nigga won't get that long enough for me. All she had to say, hey, Mr. DJ, won't you slow the damn party down? But she gave me a second chance. You know how I nigga first time. Every nigga go to nigga will clap down. Like, I don't want no drugs. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? With broad daylight. Yeah, the nigga time to give me the shot. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, the nigga chance to represent you for being old out and here we are today. Kevin Jones, man, how you be 8 years later?
Man, we actually met in first grade. You know what I'm saying? D.S. Johnson is where we met, man. And then we met again, Redo, you know what I'm saying? Because I was in another part of town, so we met again, Redo. We was in PE class together. But, you know, when you kids, none of that matters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, we really started kicking it 10th grade at Nat Central. And me and Dominique know each other for a long time because she stayed about 4 doors down from him. Right. And I used to be in the car, on the bike, you know what I'm saying? I was always riding past his house, beating the horn. And yeah, so we met high school, bro, started kicking it. We had the same homeroom class, and I knew she was, then we ended up having a baby right after graduation. And so she was at NC State, I was in Greenville at the time. And then I had to drop out of school, I had to drop out of college. And so we met in high school, started dating or whatever, but then and I knew she was the one when I had to drop out of school, and she was like, I'll split my refund check with you. Yeah, I mean, like it was different. It was different, man. It was,
Well, that's like 5,300.
bro. She was like, whatever you need to take care of,
But it's real,
I got it. Yeah,
it's real though, because,
yeah.
like, I hate to cut you off. Women do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, when a woman love you, man, like, even to the point, like, it's just, when you don't need shit,
Yeah.
they always, it's the nurturer in them, like, that's what women are here for.
Right.
They're here to be nurturers.
Right.
They're here to make sure, you straight, because you got to go out there, you got to work, and you got to call, and you got to provide.
That's
I
right.
know we in 2020 where these women making money, but still there at the end of the day, that husband will always be the man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You always will be a protector. You are a protector.
Right.
Therefore, that's what makes you the provider.
Okay.
Because and truly, into y'all house, what you gonna say? Baby, y'all get the fuck on the bed, do what you get where you got to go to. Let me have this. Ain't nothing gonna happen to y'all that don't happen to me first.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And look, but the thing was at that time it was right in the summertime. She was 8 months pregnant going to summer school to get ahead. So it's like, I mean, just seeing how she always counted her coin. She ain't never been no frivolous type person. She always counted her coin. So right then I said, you know what, like no matter what, I'm gonna make sure that this little $600 that I'll make sure that she gets way more out of me in the long run.
Right.
And so so that's what I know. And not that everything's about money, but just that sacrifice. We both broke, we lose news. You know what I'm saying? Like she in summer school, 8 months pregnant. With our daughter, and the fact she did that, bro, like it really meant something.
What you doing? What you doing?
Hey, man, I couldn't even afford Miss Winters, bro. I was checking about
They
$5.
were $3. They were $2. One thing about it, I'm gonna get me this. Mom right out in Greensboro, right around the corner, up the street from the goddamn capital, in the spot called Bisbee. $2.99, man. 2 pieces of chicken, 2 sides, 2 sides. This, you know what I'm saying? College ain't no same college in the life. Try ass fucking bitch. Also, I didn't know.
Man, we met 11 years ago. And I ain't gonna at the club let out, man. Like I was at IHOP, about drunk in the back seat. Matter of fact, I was passed out in the back seat. My homeboy had my phone, and she asked who I was back then and everything.
She told.
Yeah. She was like, he was like, yeah, I got time. I seen him in the club and all this shit. Whoop, whoop. And so he was like, shit. Hey, Miss Phone here, you know what I'm saying? I got her number. Next day she hit me up. It's been a rap ever since, man. And she got pregnant with my little girl probably like a year after we started talking. And the way she kept going through school, because she was still in school or whatever, cosmetology or whatever. The way she kept going through school, like I said, she a hustler at heart. Like when I say get money by any means, like she gonna get it. And that's what I love about it, dog. Like she gonna get out here and she gonna get it.
Yeah.
And hey, here we are, man. 11 years later, married now. Like, hey, happy.
Dominique, how you a big actress girl me?
Another shot, man. Let's get another shot. Nah. Northern Nash, man.
Okay.
Northern Nash, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For all to see how, whatever. But
Right.
Northern
They
Nash.
all go chill.
Yeah, whatever. But
You got
Northern
back,
Nash.
go.
Yeah. But shout out to her homegirl parents, man. Back then, I was still riding the bus. Kid, now they get cars early. I was riding the bus early, late. All the way to last, she had a Honda Accord, her damn 9th, 10th grade year. Spoiled. I'm still riding the bus. Her friend pulled up.
Walk a brand new house.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Wait.
Yeah.
So her friend walked up on me one day, let out of the Northern. I had to say that again, but we was out there going out to the bus, front entrance. Her friend walked up on me. And before then, we had class together. We had like chemistry class together. And we were to the point that we sat right beside each other.
Yeah.
Giggling, flirting, laughing, joking. And we did that for about the whole semester. Really ain't had no relationship, but just, she had somebody, I had somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Her friend came up to me one day, let out of school. She was like, take that number. I said, here we go. That's what I've been waiting on. I said, that's what I've been waiting on. You know, back then, that's that landline. There wasn't no cell phone.
Take my number.
You take my number. Take my number.
It's a landline.
Two lines in the house.
That game like answer the phone.
Oh man, they don't even go on that store. Rest in peace, Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But two landlines. I said, shoot, let me go on here and make that call. You know, I'm gonna wait it out. Why you call? You know what I'm saying? So I called it, and I said, what's up? Shoot, let's go out. Alright. Back then, Raleigh was the movie. Let's get away. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we always did. Let's get away.
What grade? I was in school.
Yeah, it's high school.
Y'all going to ride.
Oh,
Going to take the ride.
good.
Take another shot, but that's it.
Hey, let me tell you, back, country boy. Country boy. Back. You see what I'm saying?
We was going to the executive. They know what we were doing. Hey, now go to the second floor.
That's another story. White.
My man said he went to the doctor. That's different.
So, you know, yeah, so we ride, you know, that's that time. Like I said, we were listening to earlier before I got a case. We listen to stuff like that, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's what got it. More of a relationship or a friendship, enjoying time. That time, bro, that time is something. So we started dating. She was supposed to go to UNCG. I went to Central. I'm in Bull City. Shout out to Bull City. I love Bull City. And I thought she was going to go to UNCG. Sure, I was going to go to Guilford County. My boys up there in Guilford County. So I'm going to shoot up there. I'm going to hit Lee Street. I'm going to hit that exit. I'm going to go holler at her too.
Don't talk about
You know,
I They know what I was doing.
So we found out she said, you know what, I'm going to go to Central. She came to Durham. So from there on out, we've been locked in from Central, from Northern to Central, to this wonderful life right now we have. So other than that, man, we blessed, man. We got 2 kids, a little prince and a princess, so we good to go.
DJ speaking piece right there. You know, this is what we doing. And we on the set, DJ. We on the set, DJ. Speaking piece.
Me and my wife Jessica, man, started off like 11th grade, second semester. Me playing around, you know the normal story. But we actually started talking one night at the fair. Probably boys got into it with somebody. I can't remember. That's another story. But she thought I was fighting. You know, so she come up worried about me. We get on what's the jump? The Sea Dragon.
Oh man.
We get on the Sea Dragon together. And yeah, we've been on ever since, man. Like I said, wonderful ride. I wouldn't trade for anything else in the world.
I gave up with it. Got some time. Y'all boys got some time. Y'all boys some players. Y'all got trouble.
Time, man. I had to chase too.
We'll chase him back there, man.
So
It's laid out now, man.
So when did y'all decide, like, you know, like, man, you know, before that, you know, because it takes time to get on you. They stay 2 years, man. It takes time to, like, you know, decide, like, you know, this day I want to be with for the rest of my life. What was that moment that you knew, like, you know what, fuck the streets? You know, like, the streets ain't that. Like, I need somebody to, you know, I need a girl from you.
Right.
Like, you know, how long into the relationship did it take to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know me and kind of started going together like 2 weeks after we started talking. We were fast.
Right.
We were some fast lovers. You know what I'm saying?
Really, I think the movie, that perfect love is when, like you said, we ride out and all that. All it took back then was gas money. Alright, we go to movies, whatever, but now you move in, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know how each other move. You know that time. You know, we land with each other now. We got a bond now. We gotta pay bills now. You know what I'm saying? That'll separate a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, once we got together and we seen what we can do together, shoot, man, we were like, all right, we can make some power moves together. So I felt like once that move in, we get in with a person, and we stayed together for a while before we actually got married. But that's what made us more solid. You know what I'm saying? So I think that move in, like, probably after dating, after about 4 to 5 years. Then you stay in that dormitory. Then you're like, all right, I done got kicked out, so I'm trying to stay with her.
Right.
No, yeah, he over here tonight.
I get jealous. Women get jealous from good sex. You over there, all the kids ain't watching. All the kids ain't watching. You in there in the room. You in there. Slow motion. You know what I'm saying? The roommate get jealous. I was like, y'all can't keep doing it. Right. You chill by goddamn your girl in the room. She come there, he come in. You know it. We all know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The one that stay, that's why women don't trust each other. It's always a motherfucking enemy with a boy shorts on. Black within the black ass smart head in the bottom of a butt. Trying to really the hell was story.
Oh, Eddie from Pedestal.
Yeah, awesome, man. What was it that you decided, man, like, you know, damn, like, fuck everything out there, man. This is my story, man.
Man, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Like, shit. Like I said, the moving, after we had my daughter and everything, I was like, yo, that shit real now. So, like I said, she moved in, was, you know what I'm saying? Basically, shit, like common law, you know what I'm saying? Like, married or whatever. But, like I said, for some, I know me personally. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
Like I said, it take you a while, you know what I'm saying? Like to go out of that player stage or whatever. So, I mean, yeah, I was still out there, but I mean, you realize what you got at home and shit. Hey, it ain't worth it, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hell.
So shit. I said we bought the house together, and that's when I was like, yo, I'm gonna go on like she the one, like thick and thin, like she the one. So.
That's mortgage before marriage, and it's deep. Yeah, I was like, I was like, marriage first. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking towards, that mortgage commitment, man. That shit could outlast marriage by a long shot. So you sign 15, 30 years, and 2 years of this motherfucker, you like, what? I get my shit together, everything in this motherfucker. I get the fuck out. You can have this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? You got a broken marriage, a broken more, pretty much a broken home. You know what I'm saying? So let's be here before marriage. You know, so you man, when was the final moment, like, you know what? Everybody else working.
Yeah, man. Well, first of all, we was renting before marriage.
Yeah.
Long time, bro. We went on that mortgage thing at the time. But I talked about it with the refund checking freshman year of school, man, when she had gotten pregnant with our daughter. But like after that, I got a job offer in Nebraska, and I hit her up and told her about it. She was pretty much like, all right, well, when we leave. And it wasn't no big job. I was making $30,000 a year, really 29 and some change. So it wasn't no big job. It wasn't like I was getting damn drafted or some shit to the league. It was like going there to work. And she was like, all right, cool, let's go. And just saying the type.
You wanted to go?
I wanted to go. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to go, man. And it was one of them things where, to be honest, I was a younger guy, so like I wanted to be single and get on a plane by myself. Like that, a little bit of that was still there. But at my core, I was like, yeah, like she gotta go. Like she got our child and her and to really see the type of mother she was, man, because so much of it is more than just what you got with that person. When you got kids involved, when you got the mortgages involved, like you building a life with this person. So you want to know that she more than just a pretty face and somebody you can lay with.
Yeah.
It got to be way more than that when you're talking building a life. And so it really is one of the things where, I knew when she was ready to do that, I said, you know what, we good. And then we was together since high school, like I talked about. So it was one of the things where when I thought about it, bro, and if we honest, it's tough living with yourself from the ages of 16 to about 24.
Right.
All the decisions you make, stupid stuff you do, and got caught other things you could have did, and so whatever. So I felt like, if we still on speaking terms after all this, growing up together pretty much, then it's something there, and it's something worth talking about.
And back up for me a little bit, bro. You see the camera? Alright, you got my guest, he arrived faster than late, my man, he got to work though, you know what I'm saying? Business before pleasure. Why don't you introduce yourself to the people? First, I want you to start off with your name, your wife's name, but when you announce it, I want you to announce her first name, maiden name, and last name, and y'all anniversary date.
Gotcha. My name is Desmond Sykes, senior. My wife's name is Michelle Sykes now, but she's formerly Michelle McKnight out of Durham. Our anniversary, which we'll celebrate 21 years this March 11th.
Hey, let's see, you unique. I tell her how long you been married now?
21 years. 21 years this year.
Tell them how old you is.
41.
That man jumped off the porch when he was thinking.
Early.
Listen.
Drop this shit again. Yeah.
I ain't even had sex. That much. That age. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even, let's talk about royal shit. You know what I'm saying? What made you decide to get so early?
She was the one. She was the one. She was the one. And she told me what she wanted. Told me what she wouldn't do in life. And she told me, she said she wasn't gonna have no baby. No, she was pregnant. But she said she'd never have 2 babies and not have a husband. If I'm man enough to get her pregnant second time, I gotta honor her request. That's what she told me she won't want to do. So I can't have her out here looking crazy when I know she got a standard. The first time, hey, we was in college, we got the first baby. She told me what it was the second time. I was like, I'm not gonna play around with you. If I'm gonna be here with you and we're doing this, then we're gonna keep doing it. This is how we're gonna ride. This is what we're gonna do.
What's that man's name?
McKnight.
McKnight. That sound like a woman was strong. It was shit.
She didn't play.
Arthur, get your ass in there. Lay down. Shut up. Yeah, but that's what's up, man. Like I said, we just pretty much just, vibing off, this black love and being, the black, setting ourselves aside from what seems to be the norm nowadays. And, ain't nothing wrong with being seen.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with I'll never tell nobody, hey, get married. So I don't care how long you been with a lady, you could be with her 20, 30 years. It just changed with that ring on there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what a person think.
Oh, yeah.
A person did that common law shit, that's some bullshit. Yeah. You ain't doing it the honorable way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you really respect that lady, especially y'all that had kids beforehand, you know what I'm saying? And she been with you through thick and thin, because only a woman will do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Sometime in a rough patch, he left.
Mm-hmm.
I got my own shit going on. Yeah, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? Well, niggas know this. Niggas they be locked up. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, again, kicked out of college, going through rough patches. The woman that really loves you is the one that's gonna stick to your rear. You know what I'm saying? When you cry, she gonna cry. You know what I'm saying?
It's important, man, and I want to, because what you just said sort of went back to when I told you I knew my wife was the one. But as a man, it's important that you don't make that her job a long time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she got to support you, be your crutch, you know what I'm saying? But at some point, that damn leg got healed, and you got to get to walking and running and getting it how you get it. And so, like, you right, but like if a woman been there with a man and been his crutch for daggone 5, 10 years, there's something wrong with that. Because as a man, you gotta get your balance and go and lead your family.
And hopefully like I said, each situation different, because some women just don't want to be. Some women are cool with being in a situation, but you know what? Yeah, we could blame with that marriage. We vibe and you know what I'm saying, because marriage don't define relationships. Right. There's one thing I'm gonna state: a marriage does not define relationships. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got some couples that's been together 20, 30 years and they fine with it, you know. You know what I'm saying? She was in a relationship over here, he was in a relationship over here, and at the end of the day, on Saturday night, both going to do his damn thing, and goddamn fella going to do his baby in the damn bed. Then Buck ended up dying. And goddamn Ella ended up dying. So now, hey, maybe we can finally get together out 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? These situations like that. And I know situations like that. You know what I'm saying? You say, damn, you're crazy, old wonder. You know what I'm saying? So, how was living together before y'all got married? You know what I'm saying? Like, how was y'all coexisting together? Because see, think about that college deal with me. I ain't gonna lie, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Something about even with your best friends. Y'all better all best friends never stand together. But something you never know what a nigga to your nigga.
Yeah, right.
You walk around the mother like, you know what I'm saying? That comes out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But then when you move with once the dynamics change because first starting off, you can't show, Tyrone can't show the dirty talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't living together before the marriage.
Well, for me, it was our first time living together was in college, and so like it was different because it wasn't that long of a time. But she had morning and afternoon classes. I went to evening classes at the community college. But when we got to Nebraska, it was different because we was in Nebraska, bro. Like it wasn't no going to mama house. It wasn't no going, to your girlfriend house, to my homeboy house. Like
each other.
Only people we knew on that side of the Mississippi River was each other.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't nowhere to go. And so everybody come with their habits, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I realized at that point when we was living together, because it's an adjustment, and it breaks up a lot of couples that ain't built for, when you move in together. But the one thing I realized that, okay, you know what? Like, if we all honest, it's things about our mama, that we would change. At least one thing. We all got one thing we would change about our own mama. And that's the first lady in our life, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's gonna be something that I just gotta deal with. Yeah.
One thing you would change about her is a motherfucking million things she would change about her. You know what I'm saying? A million things.
Right. No, but so you just gotta. That's when that compromise, learn how to compromise and just because we all come with our habits, bro. And it's like we can't think we the best thing since sliced bread when we not. And so so that's really just. When we got to Nebraska, it really wasn't nowhere to go. It was either just get with it or just don't get with it. Because they don't really get lost at that point.
Mm-hmm. How was living together before the marriage?
Shit, man, we basically lived together 9 years before we got married or whatever. We was standing tall where I was renting from my aunt, and like I said, after my daughter, she moved in. And like I said, it's an adjustment. Like, you got to learn that person, like I said, vice versa.
I'm gonna tell you what kids, when you think you can walk up in that motherfucker 5 o'clock in the morning. When you think you can walk up in that motherfucker 5 o'clock in the morning, you done home with these niggas all night. These niggas done took you, y'all went to the club. Then you went to the strip club. Then you went to the motherfucking Wawa. You know what I'm saying? Then, back in them days, you know what I'm saying, all respectfully, you better try to find you something else before you go home. And then you're gonna see the whole, the streets is lit tonight. We out here.
Right.
Where we at, streets? You know what I'm saying? And then you walk up in the motherfucker, what she do? She sitting right here. You think she sleeps?
Yeah.
You try to screw over up. You say that she went to the bed more to give you your ass.
She sitting up in the fucking living room waiting on me.
No, they asked you what time you came in, like she won't look at the clock. She know they went there.
No, wake up, go get your shit and get the fuck out. What? You want to stay out there? You want to live? Get your shit and get by the fact when I come back. You know what I'm saying? I have your shit and be gone the whole time she gone to be leaving. I can't go back to bed. You don't get along like that. Yeah, man. But go ahead, though.
But yeah, man, like I said, we living together, man. Like I said, it's an adjustment. But like I said, it's a roller coaster and everything, man. But like I said, after she wasn't really the one that pressed marriage on. Like I said, after she had my little boy, man, and then like I said, we bought the house. I was like, yo, like we have been through too much, and like I said, we got 2 kids together. I just can't let this woman go.
Right.
So that's when I popped the question, and like I said, here we are. But like I said, ain't no relationship perfect, ain't no marriage perfect.
Right.
you always gonna go through something.
Human being perfect.
Yeah, facts. But like I said, it's worth it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world, man.
Damn thing.
Nothing, dog.
Yeah. Dominique, man, how was it when y'all moved in, man?
Oh man, it was an adjustment. Like you said, them late nights coming in with the fellas, still doing what the fellas did when you were staying together or roommates and stuff. She talking about what time you came in, but she looked dead at the clock.
Yeah.
She already know what she
already
going to do. You gonna tell her the whole time. Keep it up the whole time. Those adjustments, man. But my big adjustment though was our daughter. Me and the boys were celebrating, late night, everything, back to back shit in the house. She texted me. She said, get in this damn house right now. I need to talk to you. I said, my. All right, well, I'll be right back.
The heart, man, them things. You started thinking about the 2007. You started thinking,
What you done found that?
Motherfucker ain't found it. Goddamn, baby ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? That's not my situation. It's like you need to talk to me. Stop doing this. Get to the point when y'all black women, when y'all leave, don't say shit in the tapes. Don't say the dirty motherfucker. Come here. Let's go. Right. Don't have her, because that's their focus. Shame is the law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so the baby in there crying and stuff. She's like, man, I need some time. I need you in here with me. So I was like, right there, and that hit me like, you know what, fellas, time to go. This is what it is right here, you know what I'm saying? This is my concrete, this is my rock. I need to take care of this, you know what I'm saying? Build this foundation up. And ever since then, it's like, it showed me the light that was planted for us men, especially as black men, man. I love us black men. We are a different creation than any other damn creation on earth, you know what I'm saying? I love us.
Everywhere we go.
We solid, man.
Everywhere
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That military shit, and that John Wall shit would teach you. Your culture is everywhere.
Man,
Everywhere. Fucking $1 trillion
We the trend, bro. Right.
Nigga goddamn trend. Everything we do. Like, if you look on TikTok, what you see, a bunch of white girls, white girls doing what our queens fucking goddamn get out there and freestyle. They gotta get sit there and study our queens.
Definitely. Like
back in the day, when you shit come on, like, Aisha. When our girls get on the phone, they on the you know what I'm saying? They making this. They got what says, yes.
It's natural to our door.
You know what I'm saying?
These other, they looking at us like, study. You know what I'm saying? So, and that showed me, that we are it, and that made me the man who I am. That takes that night, says, here we go.
I'm gonna wait till the mix in. Goddamn, did your mama you be down?
We were in college, so we was already. I lived on the 3rd floor, she was on the 2nd floor, and so I spent most of my time at home anyway. You know what I'm saying? So when she got pregnant, she had to come out of school when that was time for the baby to come. So she had to leave school. She moved back to Durham with her family. So I'm still in school. I'm still down here in school. So when she wanted to come back to school, I can't have my lady that had a baby. The baby's gonna be staying somewhere else, and us on campus. That don't look. I don't never want to put my responsibility on nobody, the government, state, or whatever.
Right.
So when she had to come back to school, I'm like, well, let's get a place together. I can still go to school and everything like that. We just had a place together, and we'll make it work like that. So that's what I did. I took my money. I didn't have credit. We were young.
Yeah.
So her mom actually put her name on it, but I put all the money and everything, got us all furnished and everything and stuff like that. And it wasn't that much of a big difference because the semester and time we spent together in college.
Mm-hmm.
So we was already spending that time together, buying food together and doing stuff like that. We was in college, so when we moved together, it wasn't a big adjustment. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what she wanted. The big adjustment for me was that when I was first trying to get with her, she had a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
over there paying woman.
I was trying to holler at
he ain't watching the damn serpent. Yeah, my damn viewers, man.
We was already doing everything together. She had a man, everything else was going like that. So when I told her we'd get a place together, we're gonna have this nice place together, because in your mind you already had the best spot and everything. I ain't had none of that. I had a bedroom set and a kitchen set. That's all I could afford at the time. So we lived together, you know what I'm saying? And the biggest adjustment came because I was chasing her, and she didn't want a relationship with me. And she kept telling me, I don't want no relationship. We just do what we do. I don't want no relationship. Well, by the time we hooked up, by the time she fell for me, everything changed. Because then I'm like, well, now I don't want a relationship. So that's when everything changed. So then it was me. It wasn't forcing anything. I was in love with her. I knew that much. But at the same time, I was young. So the time she spent back home getting prepared to have a baby, it was the time I spent on campus by myself. Wow. So now I'm flirtatious. Now I'm everything. But when she comes to move back in, you got to cut all that off. This is the person you want to be with, because as you know, no real woman's going to put up with it. They're not going to have it. You're not going to do all that type. You're not going to be covered in and hanging out. Even in the driveway. And being the baby in the house and not even all that.
One thing we got to break the chains on is thinking that shit defines loyalty.
Right.
Dragging a woman through hell to see if she make it out of there. That shit ain't good.
You breaking
her spirit. You breaking her damn spirit. And like, when a woman's spirit is, bro, like, you gotta understand, she got children to take care of.
She do. She gotta keep going.
The children look at that woman every second of the damn day. So you can't think that, well, she gave me this time. I could do it again. She gave me She ain't forgiving. She's not forgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that soul tie shit. Mm-hmm. So when a woman loves you, when a relationship is established and it gets past the financial basis and things, whereas, say things, you making good money. Your old lady making good money. You know what I'm saying? Like, she step out. She probably have a million heads turned to her. You know what I'm saying? But she is tunnel vision. Mm-hmm. She don't see no niggas. She don't see no me. And I women do when they love you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to break the chains and thinking that, dragging your old lady through hell and back and she a ride. Then she not right. You know what I'm saying? She's riding with you, but y'all in the motherfucking hell going 190 motherfucking miles an hour in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Slow that motherfucker down to a Sunday day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty, man, it extends to an extent where it is when a person is needed and you're there for them.
This is why I put it. I didn't have to put it through. I put it through enough. Mm-hmm. I put it through enough. We doing our own way. We put it through enough. But this is one thing that solidified her with me. We had been together for a while. I think we were married even. Mm-hmm. But I was telling her I was going to get something done. I was driving a Lexus then. I said I'm going to get something put on my car early Saturday morning. I couldn't find a place where I was supposed to go. So I called her and she said, "Where you at?" So I'm making up this joke. I'm like, "Babe, look, they jumped me out here, took all my money, this, that, and third, right?" I'm just joking with her. She hit me with, "Where you at right now?" And she was down to come find me and do whatever she needed to do to get me and bring me back home, make sure everything was safe. And I'm like, you can't ask for a better woman than. Not that I had to drag her through stuff and see how long she'd stick there with me. Just be presenting a scenario to her and she's saying, "Hey, where you at? Where you and
they drive it there, they kind of.
That's the one that I always think of. Like, I always think of the little stuff that when I've said stuff that she probably didn't think of. Her reaction was, protect my man. Whatever he doing, let me go find him and get him and make sure he good.
Right. Hey, look, we'll take a little minute break. I'm gonna let my DJ downstairs cut up, turn y'all up for a second. Cause y'all need to take a little bathroom break. And then get to it. Hey, DJ, drop it.
DJ Status. In physical attraction, in my satisfaction, baby, you're more than just a friend. I will be sure that the baby is my friend.
It could seem like you could be your one and only. Promise you will never leave alone. I just wanna be with me. I just wanna be the one who says, if I don't deserve you, I can't be shared. I'll be sure that you leave. I'm crying.
That boy play all the fire, dog. He play shit DJ days.
This is Go Chat with Mac, the People's Podcast.
I guess take a little break.
I will be sure that yo, I ain't too many DJs playing that shit.
Nah, not at all.
I guess take a break. How we doing? So how we doing good?
Yo,
Hey, you'll see.
I got it. Hold on.
DJ.
I will be I can't help but love you. I can't help but love you. Check it out. I see you yeah. He ain't right, but you don't trip. You stand by while he bounce, then turn right around and forget. I can't take to see your face. Those tears run down your cheeks. What can I do? I gotta stay true. Cause deep down I'm still a G. And I don't wanna come between you and your man. Even though I know I treat you better than he can. Girl, I can't help but wait till you get back with him. It don't change. Can't help but wait till you see that with me it ain't the same. Can't help but wait till see you for what you really are. Baby girl, you are a star, and I can't help but wait. Being friends, just let them know shots. You should be getting all that someone's got. You should be rocking the latest in purses, bracelets, and watches. You worth much more than a patient. I love you, I'm thinking of you, and I don't wanna come between you and your man. No, even though I know I treat you better than he can. Girl, I can't help but wait.
The very first time. Alright. Go Chat with Matt. We back. Had a couple of young black men in here. Putting these rides on the pedestal. So, boom. I know if me, it was Christmas Day. I was in the bed, sick, bro. Like, sick as hell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too deep into the story, but you know, I had this ring from my wife, man, and I wanted to propose to her, but shit was lame as hell. You know what I'm saying? Pulled up the ring, I like, baby, you back. That's how I was sick as hell, man. My health, like, it's about working on your health is important. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your body in shape is important. Making sure you intake good shit is important because, the season will change and you will get sick if your immune system ain't strong enough. And that's what happened to me. Every time the season changes, I get sick because I'm smoking or drinking. I'm eating, pork. I'm eating goddamn Nick cheese. But shout out to Nick, this is little wheat cheese and motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, So I was sick, I was in the bed, and I proposed to her, and she said, yeah, man, that was it, man. How did y'all propose?
I remember it was not too long after she told me she was pregnant with the second baby. So I did get down on one knee. I think she had just came out the shower. I think I did it then, if I remember correctly. And she told me, I forgot what I said. It was a little speech with it, won't long, won't much, but I gave a little speech with it. But I remember telling her, something about, I know my life I don't have a life without her in it. I knew that much. So just got down on one knee and proposed to her that way. She said, yeah, and been kicking it ever since.
How y'all brothers got down? How y'all brothers doing?
Yeah, so my proposal, it was at my grandma's house, and so it wasn't the made for TV type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That we see on television.
What did that grandma cook?
Yeah, grandma didn't even cook, bro. So so here was the thing, and this
Hold on.
come on.
What's your last name?
John.
Ain't one eating in no black eyed peas.
It was spur moment. So all right, so look, we were still in Nebraska, right? And we was on the way. We got a cruise. We had booked a cruise, and we bringing out. We had one daughter at the time. We got two now. We bringing our one daughter to North Carolina to stay with the grandparents while we were on the cruise. I said, well, shit, like I have enough money. I told you I was making $29 a year, so I had to make this cruise an engagement cruise. And so I had an assignment in Colorado, so I bought the ring in Colorado. Now initially, I bought what I could afford, which was a half a carat. Right out of Colorado, and I called one of my professors from A&T and told her I was about to do it. Here's the ring. She said, "Take it back." That girl been with you for way more than a half a carat, and so she said, "You better at least double it, or don't ever call me again." So I went and got the 1 carat total weight diamond.
Was she married?
Who?
The professor.
She won't marry.
Your son is stinking. Your son is stinking. What the hell you talking about? What? You talking about? They ain't got shit, but they ain't got the goddamn ring, got the goddamn bubbles on the ring. And she talking about the rubber, but they take it back. Man, go
So we got to Carolina, you know, like I gotta do it before we leave the next morning. And I felt bad because her parents weren't gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? So, and I felt like I wanted her daddy to be there, but it was just timing, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? What I resolved was, okay, I'm gonna do it in front of my grandma alone, because my grandma was in her 80s. I said, you know what? My parents, her parents, they're gonna be here to see the type of husband I'm gonna be, type of man I'm gonna be, type of bride I'm gonna be throughout our first few years of marriage. So they gonna see it. My grandma might not see it. It's based off of basic life expectancy. So it was in my grandma's living room, like, damn, Steve Harvey, some shit was playing, you know, on TV. It was a random afternoon. I just got down on one knee, you know, and you know, part of me wished, my dad ended up dying, you know what I'm saying, like a year later. And so I wish that, you know, they would have, but you know, you can't plan stuff like that. So, yeah, in my grandma's living room in Rocky Mountain, bro, like, that's where it happened. And put the 1 carat total weight ring on her finger, which was way more than what I could afford. I paid that thing for like another 2-3 years, bro. But yeah. But nah, so we went on the cruise, bro. It was real celebratory, bro. And like, yeah, it was what it was, bro. My grandma lived room.
Also, what y'all was on a helicopter flying over New York or something?
Shit, I was on my way to pick my daughter up from school. I was like, this is like a month before I proposed. I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna make this woman, my honest woman, and I'm gonna propose to her. So I went to pick my daughter from school. We started the Baileys. I was like, help me pick out mommy a ring. So we in there, she picking out 10,
yes, Lord,
6, 7 carat rings. I was like, I can't afford that right now. I was like, we gonna start in this section right here. I was like 1, 2 carat. So I picked out, you know, a nice 1.5 carat, you know, diamond ring out of there. And I was gonna do it on Mother's Day, but we had our housewarming the week after. So I was like, I'm gonna do it at our housewarming. Everybody gonna be there. I talked to her pops, asked him for a hand in marriage, and had some mama. I told my mama, so everybody knew but her. So I had my speech in my head, what I'm gonna say and everything. Told my homeboy, look, when we get in the kitchen, play Case Happy Ever After.
That's that one.
Right, that's the one.
That's what I opened up. You see, there's what I need.
That's crazy because my AC cut out. Like, I don't know what was on my AC, but it won't work. It was hot in there. Man, he played the song. Everything I had thought about saying went out the window. I got down on when he was like, "Will you marry?" That's our ass. I mean, she said yeah, and it was lovely, man. It was just lovely, man.
Dominique, how was that proposal, man?
It was like you said, at home with the family, man. Our family big, my family big. That's one thing we do believe in is family. You know what I'm saying? That's all we got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what odds we got. We love our family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we did that. We rented a crib right there in North Green, and had stayed there for some years. That was a neutral spot for everybody. That was our home. So I did that on my birthday. Birthdays are special to me because that's another day. You know, we're blessed to be able to count one more number.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm gonna do it on my birthday. One thing about me, forget me. I'm gonna let it be about her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna expect that. She want my birthday to be about me. I said, nah, I'm gonna let it be about her this time. So that's when I proposed to her daddy, rest in peace, Mike, one more time. He was right there. He said, yo, so you gonna marry my dad? That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, we was right. You know, she still going on her course of her nursing school. I'm still trying to be able to lead as a man in the house. I'm still trying to get this new position. So things still ain't right where we at, but we right there. Them guys talking about character. We won't even talk about no character. We just like, bitch, find something you like in that finger hut or that JC Penney catalog. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we're gonna make that shit shake. And you know, excuse me, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right. So she said she wanted
Peace, ass, old beach, what up?
So, but we knew we wanted wedding. So I said, I'm gonna put all in for the wedding because, like I said, family, we want both of them. We don't want no hold back when they come to that. So she said, just give me something. I said, pick it. We're gonna go from there. And that was it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so now what I want to talk about is defining moments. Sometimes you can get content with what you got. Seeing them waking up and looking at the same person every day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out there. Like, one thing about men go respect each other. Real men go respect each other. So when you out there with your old lady, I don't care if she's the finest thing in the world. One might wait till you walk past before you look at her, back at her. So you ain't gonna really be at all. It's like I said, sometimes you get too comfortable. Tell you defining moment where I realize I got a beautiful woman that, you know, that others are looking at. So the culture in Atlanta is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they ride open down there. You know, shout out to Atlanta, but the LGBTQ community down there is very prevalent. It's in your face.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, me, I ain't really see that like that around here until in recent years with this younger generation. But growing up in school, like, you ain't really see her. But in Atlanta, though, they ain't your damn face. So we chill on in Linda's Mall, right? We on the second floor. You know what I'm saying? Be over here doing what I'm doing. I'm off the damn ball out.
Yes, Lord.
Back Billy got the bag. Back Billy goes away, you go get them damn bags. So we chilling and shit, right? So I'm cool, right? Look out the corner of my eye. I was a little Latina thing coming up towards us. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I was like, no, girl, please don't come after no threesome, because me and my wife, we not into that shit. We're not into the freaky shit. So boom, she comes, so I'm trying to get myself right to tell her, no, lady, we don't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and position myself to tell her, like, don't fuck up, we don't do that. So she walks up, she looks at me, she said, hey, how you doing? Walks straight up to my wife and say, excuse me, I don't know you, but I just want to tell you, you are one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.
Wow.
And have a nice day. Look back at me and say, all right, and keep walking. And this won't go, because you know if it was one of the ones that were rocking, I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? This is a woman, like walking up. I was like, damn, all right, you know, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like they do that shit in your face, and it was a woman that my woman's beauty. So this is all like shit. You know, it's time to tighten the ratchet strap up because there's like a woman looking at them. What don't think niggas doing? I said one nigga driving in the damn gas station, I was outside punting. She in the side and laughing. And I was showing all of that. You know, this gas station, put this nigga funny his ass. Man, he ain't that talking about. So, you know, we get in the car, you know, when she get in the car, she ain't thinking about nothing. You know, I got the straight face still. So funny, it's supposed to make a stuff. I look ass, I'm never got that fun. She laughed it off. But you know, that was a defining moment for me, man, where it took another beautiful woman to come up in my face and admire my wife's duty. You know what I'm saying? What was the defining moment when you say, man, yeah, I got me a trophy? You started.
I think I always knew it. And man, I said it before, like I said, she's a few years older than me. When I met her, I was a senior in high school. She was sophomore, junior in college here. So I come to the campus to do the college tour joint, and she was the ambassador, got to show me around. She had a man, I had a girlfriend back home. But when I met her, I'm on the tour and I'm getting on her nerves because she got a man, so she's not thinking about it. Yeah. So I'm cracking jokes on everything I'm doing. I'm trying to get her attention, and I'm just doing that. She just, will you shut up? Will you be quiet? On the tour in front of everybody else, she's just telling me all this stuff. And I tell her, I told her when that tour was about ending, I said, you know what? You're going to be my wife. She started laughing. She's like, I got it, man. I'm not thinking about you, you know what I'm saying? Just played it off. And this was, I guess, April or so of 97, because I graduated May of 97. So it's about April or so of 97. I joined the Marine Corps right after that, right after high school. In that following January of 98, I came back to the school to go to school. February, she was pregnant. From the time I met her on that college tour, it was something about it's the way she says no, it's the way she makes her facial reactions, the way we had went home one time after we had gotten married. She was doing a job and I just went with her, and we went back to my hometown. And while we were there, she's doing this job, and I dropped her off at the place she was supposed to go work at, and I go visit some other friends. I put my phone on mute because my other friends were at their visit. They were females, so her job ended early. She's calling. She can't get it because my phone on mute in my pocket. I'm not thinking about it. She calls my father. He goes and picks her up. When I finally look at my phone, I'm like, oh, all these missed calls. And I'm you know, nothing happened. I'm laughing. She was mad because she's like, why are you getting here laughing like nothing's wrong? But when I got to my parents' house to come get her, my dad said, you know, he said, I learned something about your wife. He said, the closer I got to picking her up, she's standing out there waiting for me to pick her up. He said, the closer I got to her, the madder she got, but the prettier she got, the madder she got. Yeah. And I was like, she's always been that way. She's always been pretty. The madder she got, the more she, you know, she's hard on herself. And I tell people, you know, I always tell people, we hard on ourselves and tell ourselves we don't look good. But I always knew it from the time I met her as a senior in high school and she's my ambassador in college. I was just like, that's the one.
Did y'all fight after that said?
Yeah. The whole ride back home.
No, I ain't talking about you and your wife. I'm talking about you and your dad for even like.
Oh no.
Because I had like, you know, I got a you know, my dad ain't here, but I got one of my best friends, AJ McNeil. His father, Andre McNeil, like a father figure to me, man. You know, I don't listen to too many people, period. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I walk in my own shoes. I leave my own footprints in the sand, right. But everything he say to me, I take into consideration. Right. So one night we was at an event for my another one of my mama's and about her birthday, and he comes up. My wife, what you doing with him? What you doing with him? You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I'm like, man, you don't get your old ass left hand, you know what I'm saying? Because the old players be late. You been on the job, you see him on the job, that nigga, he on there level 1. I'm over there, girl, I'm a level 3, I've been out here 30 years. You know what I'm saying? That's why my young old that's why I said, did you fuck your dad? Because he said that mind your woman. Like today, he probably in the car talking about, get his ass, leave him. You know what I'm saying? The old players.
My dad is real cool like that. He's always been cool with her like that. My dad, you know, he's just strong. I wouldn't want to try to fight my dad. You got to know him to know what you know. I respect him enough not to do that. I'm sure he respects me enough as his son not to do anything like that. But trust me, most people that know my dad from at home, you just leave him alone.
Miles was from the street, baby. And Miles was in that backyard one night. You know what I'm saying? I was there playing football too. He was in that backyard. I said, what? I said, what? You know what I'm saying? It's unapproachable. The old kids, they just don't play. Mm-hmm. Or the unapproachable, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing no more, yeah. But about that motherfucker night so fast. I said, oh shit, that's the boy got the money. He said, that ain't all. You know what I'm saying? The only one thing about your dad will never let you whoop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What was that moment?
Yeah, so for me it wasn't one or two, like, you know, like sentinel moments. You know what I'm saying? It was. No, so my pop, like, you know, I mean, you know, God rest his soul, man. God, he was a good man. But he would make. We was in high school and college. He would tell me like he would tell me, son, you messed this up, you stupid. Yeah, he would say little things. You know how dads, you know, he would say little things along the way. But really, what did it for me? Well, you talk about moments, man. So like every 6 or 7, 8 months or so, man. And it's been this way since we were in Nebraska. Like, we'll be at Walmart, you know what I'm saying? You know how husbands do, we go off to our own thing. Like, yo, you go do the grocery thing, the makeup, whatever, all that. I'm going to be over here looking at other stuff. Like, yeah, just call me when it's time to swipe that card. And so, like, it's always a time, bro, where I'm, like, walking down, and we all men. So, like, if you say you don't, if nothing can catch your eye for a split second, you lying. Right? I mean, like, so, and it's always that time, bro, no matter what store we in, my mind will be out, something catch my eye, she will catch my eye, and my mind will be like, damn. And then I look, and it's like, shit, that's my wife. Like, she fine. God, she fine. And I always have those moments, bro, and like, my wife is so fine. But then, too, like, beyond that, you know what I'm saying, when we get rid of the kids for a little while, and we get to really tap into us. Because anybody on the around the table who got kids, like kids, they subtract a lot of stuff from your life.
Leah, man. Listen, I'm talking about home won't be the church home mom.
Yeah.
If she walked in the room, my shirt off, she's like, my daddy here naked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So kids subtract. So aside from those random, you know, trips to Walmart moments, bro, like when we get rid of our kids for a day or 2 or 3, bro, and just be uninterrupted, us, and we made it a ritual for it to be New Year. So it's like New Year's time frame, bro, like we get rid of the kids. And like when you really get to check in with your wife at that moment, and it's y'all too, when you wake up, when you go to sleep, you ain't got nothing else to worry about, bro. Like that's when those are moments for me, I'm like, you know what, like damn, she fine.
When you can sleep naked.
Yeah. When you can sleep naked.
You know, everything you said pretty much sums up to me to sleep naked. Also, look at that moment till you got here. This is my motherfucking wife right here.
Man, like I can't think of one defining moment, but like I said, when you spend it, when you take the kids away, when the kids go away to the grandparents or whatever, and you just really get to sit there and talk to your wife and y'all just vibing, man, like, it's like, damn, I mean, I really can't see my life without this woman right here. And, man, it's just, it's crazy, man. I can't even really describe it. And she was like, she had asked me, she was like, why you love? I'm like, I don't know why. Because I feel like if I can describe it, it ain't real, man. Like, yeah, I can't. It's just a feeling. I was like, it's a feeling. Yeah. I can't describe. I can't put it in words. And man, that's just what I always say. So I mean, I can't put it in words, dog. I mean, just the feeling I get when I'm with her, and I mean, even when we a family all out together, man. Just when we're a unit, like, I'm like, we look good as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just made me feel good as a man, you know what I'm saying? And that's what, I guess that's my defining moment. You know what I'm saying?
Dominique, man, go on, speak your piece, but I got something good to say.
They're probably day one, like you said. You know, the first thing you see is, beauty and smile. You know what I'm saying? One thing I look at is a person's smile. You know what I'm saying? They let you know where their heart at. You know what I'm saying? So we had class together in high school, so we used to play, laugh, joke, write letters and stuff. But it's that simple ponytail, that T-shirt. Back then, you know, she had a Reeboks on, nice pair of jeans, you know what I'm saying, and a T-shirt and a ponytail. They ain't pressed too much about getting nails done back then. Yeah. But that's that natural. Everything matched from head to toe. If it's red that day, she going red all the way. You know what I'm saying? But so that was it, man. That was it. So and then, like you said, now that you get the kids away, and how time is now, shoot, that's why we go out of town. You get that us time. That damn, girl, you look beautiful. You look wonderful, man. Whew, let's go ahead it. You know what I mean? But it's just that time.
One more thing, man, like, before we get into that, wrapping it up, man. For me, how we keep shit going, man, and keep shit spontaneous is, of course, we take our vacations, of course, that's what we do. But besides the shit that costs money, laugh. Man, concerts is a fucking fool. Now I'm talking about this, don't tell you what it's good for. This shit's so crazy, so funny. Like, I'll be taking a shower, right? Oh, buzz up in the door, right? When you buzz up in the door, she'll peep right the corner, look at me in the shower. Realize she do what I go like this. You know what I'm saying? Little stupid shit. But you know what I'm saying? That shit, but it keeps our marriage first. You know what I'm saying? Even when we argue, a joke are always an apology and a good joke. That's something we got to do with our women is swallow our fucking pride. Right. We should not be prideful with our women. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Don't let her go to sleep mad. You know what I'm saying? For some shit you gonna need. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, give a fuck, you got to beg and plead. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to get into that, like, turning my back to and all this shit and sleep and all night, man, because that shit hurt women's feelings. One thing niggas understand, women's feelings, they so deep, man. Right. The emotions, they go through them periods and all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? So, what keeps us going and spontaneous every day, all day, we fucking laugh. But how y'all keep your marriage rich?
As you said, my wife said she matches my joke, she matches my comedy. She hooked up with me because her friends dared her to hook up with me. Yeah. Right? And what it was, she started liking me because I was the only one. She said I was one of the only ones who could keep up with her as she joked on people and we joked each other. I wouldn't let her joke me down and vice versa. So even now, people that know us and meet us know that we clown. We gonna joke and clown. And it's nothing like it, like was said, when you get that comfort level and hey, me and you, we know each other's jokes, we know each other's side and everything else like that. I think she said yesterday or Saturday, she said one day all the kids gonna be gone, then what we gonna do? And I was like, still have fun. I said, well, they still have Netflix. We sit around and watch TV all day. But we sit around and we had that fun. Me and my wife, we got 5 kids. Yeah. 5. Our oldest is 22, next is 20, 17, about to be 18 next week. Or we got the next 15-year-old, 13-year-old. And our kids are, the oldest two are out the house, one in college, one in the Air Force. But what it is, they're comedians. The whole house is just full of comedians, people that know us. So the laughter is out throughout the house from the youngest to the oldest that we try to make each other laugh. We have a family text group and we text each other all day long. That's all we do all day long. They texting each other, we joke on each other, but it's all love. We know we love each other and that's how we keep it going. That we keep that love going. Now I'll say this just in case it doesn't rotate around. Maintain those same this for all the guys out there. Maintain. If you're dating now, keep dating. You can't ever stop dating. Me and my wife's relationship got stale like that because we was having so many kids and life got involved that we stopped dating each other. Yeah. So one thing I started doing last year, I think we're a few weeks out because she asked me not too long ago when we were going on the next date that we try to take a date out of the week to go dating. Sometimes it's not, like I said, it's not about spending money. Sometimes we'll go to the store and just walk around. Yeah. You don't even need anything, but we'll look at some stuff like, hey, we'll get there to do something like that where we spend time just to kids stay in the house, we can go do whatever. Cause they always say, where y'all going?
How you doing this shit like that? How you walk to the store, walk around and she don't buy shit?
we had a lot of poor days, so we learned how you can't spend money when you got. So now it's just in us now that because she still won't spend money for herself. She'll buy everything for the kids.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta spend that money on yourself. Yeah. I said bills don't roll around. If it's something you need, something like that, go on. Sometimes you got to spoil it, so the bills ain't gonna stop. Right. And then you're gonna look back and say, I wish I had it, I wish I had it. No, go and spoil yourself sometimes. But we love just spending time with each other, just keep it laughing.
What boy say, shit, yeah. Hey, player. Yeah, add cheese, please. Yes, cheese on. Yeah,
get them loaded right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Can't tell you, man. I gotta keep it fresh, man.
Man, we like I talked about earlier, man. Like those times alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that I take charge of because like you talked about that. You said how mothers are women and wives and mothers are nurturers, man, by nature. So like. A couple weeks ago, I I said, look, I packed suitcases. I packed all the special lotions and soaps and toothbrushes. I said, we take these kids to Charlotte, to your mama's house. Period. Like, you can stay here, whatever. And so, like, we need this time together. And so, like, we keep it fresh with that. That helps keep it fresh. But one thing that, because I feel like important to any marriage is those organic keeping it fresh. It's like the trips to Target without the kids, and you get to just not buy nothing and talk about old times or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So like, what does it for us in that space is we hustle together. Like, I mean, we're trying to build a business. We trying to build income beyond that of a traditional job. And so, like, when we just get to look at each other like, yo, we doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it happens every so often. Like, we doing this. And like we was on EBT, WIC. We was on all that stuff with our first check. We was on all the daycare vouchers, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And when I told my wife, even back then, I said, you know what? It's cool. Like, it's never really cool to be when you need it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But as a provider, it should never feel cool to be on that type of welfare and have the state or the U.S. government taking care of your kids. What I told my wife back then, and what I even tell people now, is like, just make sure that you build yourself up to a point to where the state and the U.S. government are getting way more out of you in taxes than they ever gave to you when they was helping you take care of your family. And I promise you, U.S. and state government, I get paid them back tenfold already based on what they gave me when I was in college, my first child. And so when we look at how far we've come, we just get that moment where we're like, damn, like, we doing it. And that keeps it fresh for me.
Yeah. Awesome. I already know how y'all get down.
Nah, man, like I said, it's the simple things, man. Like I said, when you get up 30 minutes, an hour before the kids get up, and we sit Saturday morning, we have a cup of coffee, and we just sit in the kitchen and we talking, when we just, like I said, we just looking at where we come in life. And man, yo, it's just like when you sit back and you reflect, dog, you're like, damn, like we doing it. Like, and even though you may not be where you really want to be yet, but you writing down them goals together and y'all checking them off together, like that shit, man, that shit alive, dog. I mean, and it just makes you look at her like, damn, like, this my queen right here. Like, that shit real.
Dominique, how y'all keep it fresh, bro?
Yeah, we coming with the jokes. I'm gonna tell you, we coming with the jokes. Me and my boy, we coming with the jokes. I'm talking about to the pedestal to make you think about it.
I'll tell that ass up. Like, I want this shit.
We'll come with it. But that's how I go though, man. But the struggle though, we talked about the other day, we was at the light, we were talking, and the kids too. The kids will make you be like, dang, you know, laugh and stuff because they're resemblance of you. You know what I'm saying? So that right there cuts you up, period. But me and her, we'll have those times like that struggle will humble the heck out of you. And you'll laugh back at it, you be like, you remember that time? But back then, we were looking at that time like, that shit wasn't funny. But now we like, we appreciate it, right? Yeah, so that's what we can do, man. You know, like I said, it ain't all about the money, because that's going to come and go. Either way you put it. But that time that you got with each other, that you look back, that's more solid than anything, man.
Constance, Matt Miller, I love you with all my heart. Without you, there is no me. You have came in my life and I have done the whole 180. You are the motivation and inspiration behind everything I do. You know, people see me in the public eye, they see what I got going on, but what they don't understand is I got a wife at home with also an outstanding job, also a teacher, a nurturer. It's nothing, none of your kids can't come to you for. It's nothing I can't come to you for. I just want to thank you for always being there for me when I was at my lowest of lows. You ain't never let me sit my ass on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You always lift me up. There's a lot of bad habits out of a kid just to be able to feel like I'm welcome in your presence because it's just certain shit you don't allow. So I want to thank you for all that he's being there for me. My job every day here on earth to eternity is to make sure that I please you and I keep you lifted on a pedestal. I know material shit don't mean a lot to you, but I think that all bank accounts have to make you happy. I love you with everything in me.
To my wife Michelle, I think she's watched. She don't even have Facebook, but she was sending me a message a while ago. So somebody streamed it to her. You know, we don't really do all that sappy stuff. We love each other. We've been doing this for years, and I'm gonna keep rocking with you forever. You know that you got my back. I got your back. We got the kids back together. We are a united front, and I definitely couldn't do this without you. A lot of stuff I experienced in life, you know, you hear my stories when I tell you about how I grew up and whatever, and you kind of shrug it off and laugh about it or whatever. But you know that everything we go through together. I never had you go through nothing alone or try to. I know there's been times you felt that way because you've expressed it to me. But I just want to let you know that, as was said, without you, there's no me. For real, that you are my heart. You've always had my heart since the first time I met you. You stuck with me when I was acting a fool and doing everything else, and you helped out the house more importantly than me. You helped out that house with all those kids and everything. You're my everything. You are. You and those kids are everything to me. If I could give you the word, you have it. You definitely have it. So just to let you know, I love you. As I said, I love you, and I always love you forever.
Yeah. To live. Everything that I dreamed of being when I was a child, when I was a teenager, when I grew into a man. Everything I dreamed of being, I've now as a man realized that I could never be that with you. And I'm a lot of steps closer to all of that I hope to be, all that I dream to be. And I'll still be at ground zero if it weren't for you. And I mean, you really are the battery in my back. You know, like, I mean, I live a life where I like to, you know, control, like, you know, this control, you know, like, I like to control and just grab things, but without you, I have no battery. I'm living a pointless life, and you really have. We've been through a lot together. We've been through a lot of things that we would like to forget. We've been through a lot of things that we cherish in our memories. But the all thing is been consistent. It's been we. It's been we. It's been us together. And there is no other person that I would ever have dreamed of sharing this life with, sharing this journey with our girls, with our business ventures, with our struggles, our life, food stamp days, weekdays. Guys, it's been you. It's been you, and you really, really multiplied my life in ways and supported our life in ways that if not for you, it would have fallen flat years and years ago. So I love you, baby, and God, you need to write a book.
Go ahead.
Shamika, what can I say, man? Like, you're my why. You, the kids, y'all the reason for everything. I get up out of bed at night and I go to work for y'all. And there's nothing more I want to do in life will make you happy. When I come home and when I text you every morning before I get off work, good morning, if you need anything, I just want to make your day and make your life easier. I feel like that's my job as a man and as your husband. And I just want to thank you because you, whenever I'm down, you always lift me to, babe, it's all right, just keep going, just keep going. And I really don't know what I would do without you, and I love you to death, even past death. And I like I said, I can't put it in words, but I love you. Well,
Angelica, I know you up here. I know you going live. She up there, Kate. But you know I love you, baby. And we've been rocking for 2 decades. And it's been a ride, man. It's been a rodeo. It's been one of the rides that we've been had our ups and our downs, and we still climbing. We still climbing, and we rock solid. To the day that we met each other, it's been rock. To now, it's still been rock solid. 365, you know I got your back. Ain't nothing that I wouldn't do for you. It ain't nothing that you wouldn't do for me. So thank you for the kids. Thank you for the foundation. Thank you for showing me a better way in life. You know, things that mama wasn't able to do. But you showed me. So I always said if I could have a wife, I wanted to be something like Mama. You know, I know it sounds crazy, but Mama showed me a lot. And this woman right here, it showed me a lot. So shout out to my wife. Her birthday is January the 17th. And we're going to enjoy that day, baby. I love it.
Shout your wife out, DJ. You ain't excluded, baby. Show that love.
To my wife Jessica, man, like I said, 18 years ago, our 5th anniversary is actually the 29th of being married. Marriage is a war, man. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Right.
But the one thing about war, you don't go to war to win. You go to war to survive that thing, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We survived it, so that's my piece right there.
Matt, I got one more thing, man. We got married October 4th. All the other husbands gave their day. I left out the first part. October 4th was our wedding day, but I got super drunk the night before. And I got the wedding certificate. And so I didn't have that on the wedding day, so we really got married like the 7th or 8th, something like that, with the pastor in his office, because he had to sign that thing. But, you know, October 4th.
You should have came and seen me, man. I had a nigga that could have married you, man. Hold that behind my grandma. Alright, so everybody up. Mike, DJ, make it on. Mike, check.
Nah, it might work. Yo.
Talking that shit, nigga. Everybody just know me. Whether you follow me on Facebook, see me in my stores, whatever, you already know. Any given time, motherfucking Mac Miller, but some motherfucking 10. So, you know, DJ, how you coming this week, baby? Go chat with Mac.
So you're having my baby, and it means so much to me. There's nothing more precious than to raise a family. You live better your mind, you can count on me. I'll never let you down. Now my baby is born, happy and strong. Now my dreams are reality. Forever, my lady. It's like a dream. I'm holding you close and keeping you warm. It's a fantasy. Forever, my lady. I say just what me forever and ever. Praise Go chat with Matt. Black marriage is Mally the Hubby edition. Shout out to my guest Kevin Joe, my man Desmond. Sons of my brother. Out there Dominique, my brother, awesome motherfucking DJ Don Spanish. Shout out to the nigga that was pretending like he was singing behind the motherfucking camera. He can't say it. Tune in next week. We got Black Marriage Mother, the Wild Edition. We're gonna come in here, let them put their husbands, their keys on the pedestal. Joe Dunn, take us out.
This is Go Chat with Mac, the People's Podcast.
That was dope.
Don Status, go all the way in, baby.
Away from